as soon as the festive season and Diwali starts, I think the first thing most people think about is what's going to happen to my diet and my weight now. Today I'm speaking to someone I admire greatly, and someone who's very well known for giving out the right tips for nutrition. Celebrity nutritionist Rujuta Diwekar. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you so much for having me with you, Tamanna. It's nice to be on your show.
No, absolutely. And the reason I was so excited to talk to you about, what to eat this festive season is because your food philosophy starts by saying, eat what you want.
Yes.
So that's the best part.
Yeah.
So should we not really think about the calories in that mithai we're reaching out for? How do you look at this entire festive season?
I actually look at it as saying to a young person, marry who you want, versus looking at caste and profession and salary and those kind of things, because most times a diet which works well for us is a diet which actually resonates with our heart. It resonates with the culture that we are born into. It resonates with the cuisine that we cook in our homes. It resonates with our farms. It resonates with climate resilience. So that's the kind of diet that one must be on. So to basically answer your question, a lot of times we feel that we are ill-equipped to eat what we want and still stay healthy. But it is in fact information overload which makes us continuously unhealthy, because if you look at what people want you to eat in the name of healthy diet is a diet which is completely removed from climate resilience, it's removed from culture, it's removed from the cuisine that comes naturally to you, and it is completely linked to commerce. It's linked to what is more profitable. So I won't be surprised if this Diwali season you have a quinoa chivda and a kale chakli and an avocado shakkarpada, because it just makes more sense in terms of commerce for people to be eating like that, but in terms of health it makes no sense whatsoever. So a good diet to be on is a diet that you never have to get off.
Fact is that this is a glut time. There's going to be boxes of mithais in everyone's offices and in homes.
Yeah.
There's going to be parties where there will be many starters and good food. So, and late night.
Yeah.
So
is there a quick way to fix that?
No, practical guidelines of how to navigate this season without being a social outcast or not having fun or not, being part of everything.
Well, overconsumption is not the same as having fun, so I think that's one of the first things that we need to recognize. Anything that you regret the next morning is not fun. So that's the first thing. So it wasn't fun to begin with. But if you know that you're going to be getting late for a party and then eating and drinking many things, then what are the things that you can do? I think number one, by 6 or 7 in the evening, eat one of your homemade mithais, like a good laddu or a chivda or a chakli, and if none of those things are available, just eat a banana and then go for your party. Of all the things that are available for starters, pick just one, okay, and pick the one that you think is looking the most delicious, not the one which is lowest in calories, highest on protein, lowest on fat, or highest in good fat, or most free from sugar or whatever. Just pick the one that you feel that this one seems to be like a good one.
You're talking about homemade things, but the reality is that no one really has the time. You're going to stores and buying.
Right.
When you are going to do that sort of basic Diwali shopping and food shopping and deciding what you put into your home and your body and give your friends, what are the sort of guidelines that you should think of? Go traditional, your pedas kind of thing, or look at your healthier options?
Right. So number one, I feel that do make the time to make at least one thing in your home, because that is also the spirit of the festival. Otherwise, we keep looking for what is really the spirit of the festival, So cooking, making the time to cook at least one thing at home is the spirit of every festival. It also helps you unwind. It actually lets you celebrate your connect to food, because truly without food and water, all of us are nothing, we won't be able to do anything without these two essentials in our life. So that is surely one thing that we must do. The other thing is that, if we must buy food from outside, and sometimes that is a necessity, try and buy from smaller places, women run cooperatives which are still making traditional recipes like the way they were made in your home, but they just don't have social media accounts to glamorize it, or they don't have the packaging to make it look very very cool, so yeah, patronize the small women cooperatives who continue to make these delicacies, because they need clientele and they need young bright people to buy them and eat them and taste them. And if that is also not an option, then of course your local halwai mithai wala. And then when you are buying, buy the full fat and the full sugar thing, so that you know exactly what you're eating. And then you relish that one piece or whatever, and then you know that you're done, because otherwise you're eating these alternatives but your brain is still seeking the real taste, so you'll end up overeating the alternatives versus really just feeling satiated with that one real jalebi if you had to eat it, so instead of eating 4 sugar free and fat free jalebis, you're done with one.
Thank you so much. Very happy Diwali to you.
Wish you the same. Yeah, thanks.